Well, family, getting news reporter Mary Dash from Mary Lee. Today is Freaky Friday in my city, Chicago. April the 22nd, 2022. Freaky Friday, that's what I came up with. I came up with Moon Monday, Tricky Tuesday, Wicked Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Freaky Friday, Sexy Saturday, and Sinful Sunday, because that's how I view the days of the week. And I'm not going to be able to say that I know everything that's going on in the world, but I don't. But what I do know is it's supposed to be 6:32 a.m. in my city, Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do know. But what is time, right? Time is money for the most part, people say. Don't waste my time. I ain't got time to waste. Real talk. Um, let's talk about, you know, pedophilia. Something I don't want to talk about, but I've been going through all my life, me standing up for myself at the age of 6 in 1973. You should know the truth by now, not the story, but the truth pertaining to me, Mary Lee, your ghetto news reporter and originator of real rap music, and I guess the music that's out there now as far as rap, and that they're slowly taking away. See, they're trying to take away all communication, not just music. You understand? They're trying to take away all communication and single people out and get that slave mentality, thing going on and stuff. Like back in the day, the good old days where, people controlled people, and that's why they came out with the game, How to Buy Slaves or whatever and stuff. I'll put it in the description of this video. Because and that's why they kept coming out with movies pertaining to slaves, 12 years of slaves, you know, just slave, roots, and trying to get these new people to believe and buy into the fact that they're slaves when they really not. You all are free, but your mind's still not free. And if a person mind isn't free, guess what? Your body will be a slave. You understand what I'm saying? That's how a pimp is able to control the mind of a little girl or woman or whatever. They get their mind and then they get their body. Illuminati trying to get my mind, body, and soul. You understand what I'm saying? Pimps, real talk. And if the whole world is laced with pimping and a pimp mentality, then of course you're gonna feel like what? A hoe. You understand what I'm saying? Or, your body is gonna be, this song used to be, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Now, they've been trying their best to get me to become, one of them, which is a predator, perverted person. And when I say they, the gay mafia, because there's a gay mafia out there that, traffic little girls and boys and mind control them and put them in the matrix. Y'all know the story by now, the truth, not the story, the truth. And then people have spoken out on it. Now, a lot of people, like want to put a lot of pressure on Michael Jackson and things of that nature or whatever, and R. Kelly, but they was groomed also, and it started in the household, just like in the household with, me as a little girl. It probably was my own family. I just didn't remember because of the abuse and the mind control they did to me. But they put me out in the world at the age of 6, and put me in the newspaper, the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, in 1973, and then in various foster homes, one being the Redmonds, you understand, from 6 to like 10 years old. And, that's where I became the originator of rap music at the age of 8 in 1975, because God was trying to intercede and make me the person I am today, which is, your ghetto news reporter, just to speed it up. You understand what I'm saying? And an advocate for, people out there who are going through the same things that I've gone through as far as child abuse and, just being railroaded or whatever. So everybody needs a spokesperson, right? So I'm your ghetto news reporter. But you know what trips me out? You know, people know what I'm advocating, you know, against and who I'm advocating for, and that's the disenfranchised and the people that can't speak for themselves, whether they're alive or not, or too scared allegedly. But what's tripping me out, everybody has a phone. You understand what I'm saying? They can tell their own truths and stuff. You ain't got to put the burden on me, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? But not only that, they came out with a movie called Spotlight that spoke out about the Catholic priests and all that. And you understand what I'm saying? And, it was a good movie in 2015. But in 2016, allegedly, because leap year could have been 2015, either 2015 or 2016, they railroaded me out of my AA meeting staying sober. You understand what I'm saying? With 19 years of sobriety, and try to kill me in 2015 or 16 on the psych ward of the Cook County Jail by giving me drugs, cancer, and things of that nature or whatever and stuff. Try to off me, so to speak, because the gay community, because one person told me at Mercy Hospital when they brought some girl in to kiss me when I was homeless, back in 96, something like that, after I gave my story to Oprah Winfrey in 1995 with my voice added to 3 cassette tapes. And yeah, I allegedly, accused Michael Jackson of, you know, doing something ill or whatever. But I knew at the time when I said that, you know, I myself, they was grooming to be a person, of interest later on, because they used to show me pictures of, white people. They used to show me pictures of people defecating on one another or eating feces and, sleeping with animals. They do it subtly and stuff, and they go after the ones who are most valuable or vulnerable, or who has a sickness, or who isn't all the way, you know, themselves. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta remember, I've been doing this a long time, fighting this good fight by myself, basically on my own and stuff. And I'm in a building right now, 6210 South Kimball Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60637. Where people who I believe know what I'm talking about, but they themselves don't want to admit their part, whether it be a victim or a victimizer. And me myself, have been a victim since I've been here, May 31st of 2017. So, yeah, I did accuse Michael Jackson in 1995 on 3 cassette tapes, front and back, but I only mentioned him, briefly or whatever and stuff. I was basically telling my story and what I've been going through, to the sound of music. Long story short, Oprah Winfrey got it. Evidently, she's the ringleader to all this, because in the movie The Color Purple, she was like, "Your dead body be just what we need," and it was my child abuse rap, and that I gave her in 1984 at the age of 17 that catapulted her career as far as, her being a so-called queen of media or whatever, and, her debut as far as the movie is concerned, The Color Purple, and that's based loosely off of me and my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, you know, and, interaction as far as me being a foster child, living with her for 4 years, and the Redmonds. Now, I was at O'Hare Airport yesterday, and I went to the bathroom, and I took a little picture of the where you take the toilet paper, just the little dispensary or whatever and stuff. It had Kimberly Clark, professional. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I got railroaded May 31st, 2008 for so-called disarming a police officer on Clark and Devine, Rogers Park neighborhood. Long story short, to sum it up, pedophilia runs rampant all the way to the White House. Everybody knows that I put, videos about, the Reagan, Bush, and I think it was the Clinton administration. Five, it was what they had 5 cassette tapes also. They had 5 cassette tapes, I should say, of this guy talking, telling about all the, you know, deviant things that the White House. And what did Oprah Winfrey do? She invested in Washington, which ain't nothing but a business, and we are the product, and that's why I'm catching hell. Long story short, did Michael do it? If he did, he used my money, my rap money, to pay the people off. And that's why I've never had a new car, a day at the spa, or a real vacation and stuff, because they knew they was going to use me in the end to make up for all that money, they spent trying to railroad me, if that's what we calling this and stuff. And that's what I feel it is. Now, if you're innocent, why would his sister, Janet Jackson, when they was presenting him with a award in 1995, somewhere along that line, she had Pervert 2 on her shirt. Who does that? You understand what I'm saying? Why would his sister, what's her name? The other one, the oldest, I think it's the oldest one. Maybe not the oldest one, but I forget right now. Say that he was guilty of, being whatever he is and stuff, or was, or whatever the case. You understand what I'm saying? I can't think, but I'll put it in the description. But the one that they outcast or whatever, and that was married to some white guy. Latoya Jackson. Yeah. Why would she blatantly say this stuff? And that was long before I even put my voice, to music in 1995. See, whatever they did to me, somebody, either he is the problem when 5 guys took advantage of me. Maybe he was one of them. Who knows? You understand what I'm saying? I closed my eyes, but I knew one of them was my so-called friend at the time. Brother. That's the only one I remember. I don't remember the other 4. And, somebody must have known something, and, people thought they was going to come up and whatever the case is. But it started at home. You got to remember that. As a little boy, he probably went through hell and they groomed him and he didn't want to do a whole lot of stuff. But you know better now. So what I think he did, he tapped out, because I said in 1995, I already know I'm worth more dead than I am alive. And it's obvious because I ain't getting much money out of this, just enough to tell the truth, and them kill me and then what? Bring in slavery and then try to make me a slave. I think I went to my own funeral March 23rd of 2000. I don't think it was my so-called mother's funeral. I think it was my funeral because, the headstone said Davis and not Wright, and my mother's name is Mary Lee Wright, and I paid for the headstone. Whereas my sister and them said they would have finished it, but they didn't. They left it up to me. So, long story short, you can't rape the willing. That's what I'm going to call this. And I'm not trying to get raped, and I ain't willing. Now, I lost one of my balls because some tricks is going on in here. You understand what I'm saying? They pulling out all the stops and stuff to discourage me and stuff. So, somebody stole it. I don't know how it happened, but right before my eyes, it disappeared. And I've been looking high and low. I'm going to find it one day, and I'll let you know, I guess, in the future. But for the cheaters, we going to use, you understand what I'm saying, what we have. Now, this is the number 15. 5 and 1 is still 6. In the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, I was 6 years old in 1973. Martin Luther King's birthday is January the 15th. And, I am the manifestation of the dream, but even his ass, I believe, was a pedophile. Real fucking talk. I'm just telling you the honest guy's truth. It's always the preachers and the pimps in the pulpit, right? This is, what is this? Oh, today is the 22nd. Let me see, hold on. Today the 22nd. Let me get my glasses, because, they trying to rob a nigga blind and shit. Today is the 22nd, and this is Acts chapter 22. Imagine that. You understand what I'm saying? You see it. So that's how good I am, and they're not paying me for this. So if you switch it around, you got cats. But, Acts, motherfuckers is acting. You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of gay actors and stuff. They're not really, gay. They acting gay. But in AA, they says some people suffer from grave and mental disorders, but they do have the capacity to recover if they're honest. Peace.